Hey guys, this is Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another My Dress Up Darling episode review for you guys. And oh man, 2 more weeks of this. After this, 2 more weeks, and then we have to hope and pray that we get an eventual season 2 of this show. Because I need this show in my life, especially with everything that's going on in the world today. This is just a bright spot to my Saturday mornings. And when the show is gone, I'm going to miss it. And hopefully, and I mean hopefully, we get a confirmation of season 2. Otherwise, I'm reading the damn manga. Anyways, this episode was really freaking good. We get the we get the eventual tie-up from last week of the photo shoot, which it definitely did look nicely and everything. I liked how the whole situation, how Juju and Gojo talked. Juju obviously thanked Gojo for having Shinju be able to cosplay alongside her and everything. And she goes on to make the mention. I'm like, wait, did she have to be the one to pay for all these things and stuff like that? And Gojo was like, well, yeah, kind of, and stuff like that. And essentially, that was the whole thing there. She's like, okay, I'll pay you back and everything, for, what, she did and stuff like that. So, yeah, I thought that was nice and everything. Clearly, you can see that Juju has more appreciation, and I'm guessing she's starting to like Gojo. I don't think they're gonna do some sort of love triangle angle. I think she likes Gojo, but we don't know if it's like a romance. It seemingly looks like she's liking him romantically. So yeah, but it could be like a respect, like a love out of respect and everything. Like she did say what he did was pretty wonderful and stuff like that. I love the photo shot. We see how Shinji goes all crazy in her pictures. She's a completely different character when she's taking pictures and everything. She's all over the place, and Gojo even makes the mention like, wow, she's very different and everything. They get a nice little pose. Kitagawa and Juju doing the thing like from the show, but I found it hilarious how Juju's like, this is actually good, but she can't keep herself composed. And Kitagawa, man, she is like, she's doing the most, she's like, I can't stop smiling. This is so great. You're so cute. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this girl is crazy, bruh. She just loves to cosplay. And stuff like that. Again, it was another funny scene was the fact that, Shinji's breast holder, I guess, or bee holder, it ended up breaking, and I loved it how Kitagawa was like, wait, your chest is getting bigger, and she's not realizing that and everything. So yeah, and you get a nice little scene with Juju and Shinji, or Shinju, as they're going over the pictures. They look really nice. There were some really nice pictures. Like there was this one shot Kitagawa did look very nice, and stuff like that. And essentially, we kind of find out, well, Shinju wants to cosplay like her sister, and Juju saying, well, it's like, unlike you, I can't cosplay to people like, what Kitagawa and you cosplay that, because I want to respect the character, and my features don't allow me to do that. Now, personally, if you ask me, I think she could still cosplay the characters. It's just like Kitagawa. She wants to respect the characters based on how they look and stuff like that. So to her, she can't probably cosplay a lot of fan favorite characters she has, because if she's that type of character that likes to respect the source material she watches or reads, and stuff like that, she wants to match the sizes and everything. So I did like the fact how she said, she was envious, she was jealous of the fact that her sister can cosplay things like that, compared to her, of the aspect that she really only kind of can cosplay lolly characters, and she goes by, I want to respect the character's design and look. If they look tall by their features, and if you have those features, hey, I think you should cosplay as them. But if you don't, I feel like you shouldn't. You should find somebody that's more cosplay to your own image and stuff like that. So, yeah, and we find out that, Shinju wants to get a part-time job when she gets into high school, so then she can end up starting to cosplay as well. Again, we get another scene in this scene where Juju's looking at the pictures, but Gojo's in the pictures, and she's giving them the type of vibe where it's like, oh, she's into him. I don't know if that's going to create some controversy with some of the fans, but I don't think this is going to lead into some sort of love triangle angle, because we know that it's already established Gojo has eyes for Kitagawa, and Kitagawa definitely has eyes for Gojo. So the back half of the episode, or the rest of the part of the episode, because it was like the one, and this episode was like the one episode early on in the season where we had like a huge chunk of the episode, and then we finally get the opening. It's like, I kind of wish they just didn't have the opening and they could have just gave us more content. That would have been nice, but okay. But the back half is just, well, Gojo and Kitagawa spending time together from the standpoint. And they're on their summer vacation and everything. Gojo made a new cosplay outfit for Kitagawa, and we get a flashback a little bit, cutting back into the past from the standpoint, it's this one character that looks like a character with the shark-like teeth you see in anime, and she's wearing, like, I guess you can say bondage gear in a way. Very revealing. Well, I wouldn't say bondage gear, but very revealing. A really very revealing outfit and everything. And Kitagawa obviously wants to cosplay as her next and everything. Now, Gojo's already pretty much finished it because it was probably one of the more easiest cosplays he could do. And I found it hilarious how when Kitagawa showed up, we're thinking, because in the flashback, they're like, well, you don't have to get a tan or anything and stuff like that, because the character has darker skin. And I'm like, wait, is Kitagawa gonna have to get like some sort of tan? And rings the doorbell. Gojo opens it, and Kitagawa's skin got darker. And I'm like, me watching, I'm like, this girl really just sat out in the sun and got a tan just to look like this character, man. Oh my gosh, this girl is dedicated. But now we find out it's like a makeup thing she does to make her skin color change and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing out there. If that's actually a real thing, if that's the case, then dang, that's pretty cool. And stuff like that. But I found it really hilarious. You get a friendly little fan servicey shower scene where Kitagawa's at the end of the shower, and she's like, oh, Gojo, if this was a manga, you'd be definitely trying to sneak a peek. And I'd be like, oh, Gojo, you're a pervert. And Gojo's like, please stop this, stop. You also get a check out at Kitagawa's cheeks. So if you like booty and you love Kitagawa, well, you're going to enjoy yourself. Again, you do you, but I'm going to keep myself PG-13. Anyways, I found it hilariously funny because if you remember the one callback to the last week's episode, was the fact is, Gojo was thinking like, what if Kitagawa puts on my clothes? And they completely pay it off in this episode because he's looking at Kitagawa wearing his PE clothes. And I'm honestly like, okay, good call, good foreshadowing. Because then the week later, you just have this whole thing in. And you bring it in and everything like that. And they're getting ready to do the cosplay. She ends up putting up her shirt. And my guy, he literally is like, oh my God, her underboob. And he turns away and he's getting all red and everything. She's like, wait, are you having a heat stroke or something? You're all red. And he's like, no, it's nothing. I can't. And everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, second of all, this girl not wearing a bra or anything under that, or under a shirt or anything. We don't even know she was. I'm like, this man really really giving this guy like chances to look at her. And he's just like, oh my God, that underboob is too powerful. He's like, I can't handle it. And they end up going out. I guess you could say maybe on like a date in a way. It was adorable because Kitagawa was like, also, I forgot earlier in the episode when she was making, Kitagawa was made the mention, like, wait, you wanted to cosplay and everything? So I wonder if that's where they're also going to go too. I know other reviewers said the one thing I would like before this season were to end, my Dress Up Darling, is Gojo actually gets a chance to cosplay alongside Kitagawa. And honestly, listening to that, I hope that happens because that would be great. But essentially, Kitagawa takes Gojo and she's like, well, I want to change up your style a bit, make you look good, and have you wear some clothes. And I'm like, okay, my girl Kitagawa going out for her boy, her man, I guess you could say. She wants her dude to look all spiffy and everything. And you get this one like clerical store guy, and he's like, God damn, she's hot. But the guy in there, what? And then he comes out wearing this shirt and he's like, shit. Gojo essentially, he kind of not feeling this, and everything. But Kitagawa was like, oh, you're not feeling this? And I'll put on this on you. And it's also, too, is looking like Kitagawa doesn't like it as well. But we later get into the mind of Kitagawa. Oh, no, she literally says, I love everything he's wearing right now. I can't handle myself. He looks so cute in that. She doesn't say cute. She says he looks so freaking hot in it. And I'm like, yes, that's what puppy love does to you. Puppy love does to you. It doesn't matter how a character looks like. It doesn't matter how a person you see. You in love with them. Oh, no, you're going to be in love with them. I was laughing my ass off because she's just like, oh, I love Gojo-kun, and the way she's saying love. I'm like, oh my goodness, this girl is crazy, bro. And stuff like that. But they're walking back and everything after just spending the entire day and everything, and they're having a talk and stuff like that. And they're thinking about, oh, well, I guess we can try the cosplay on it and everything. And stuff like that. And that's when Gojo's like, yeah, Kitagawa, I can't be there with you to do your cosplay. I have something I have to take care of. And obviously Kitagawa's like, wait, what are you talking about? And I'm over here, I'm like, wait, did something come up? Like that Gojo's not telling us? But in the back of my head, I'm like, I bet it's because the way the cosplay looks. It's very revealing, and that's why he doesn't want to do it. And that's what it's later. He later essentially tells Kitagawa, he's like, well, you see, I don't know if I can handle your underboob and everything. And Kitagawa's like, that's it? And she actually gets flustered. And she's like, oh my gosh, this guy really is thinking me like that. And she gives off this, and she kind of plays it off and everything. She's like, oh, please. You made it sound so freaking serious and everything, like you were leaving me high and dry. And it's only for that. I mean, you're such a pervert. And Gojo's like, don't say that out loud. And stuff like that. And then you get this scene where they're kind of walking awkwardly together. They're obviously both flustered with it because Kitagawa's like, this guy mentioned my underboob and he don't want to see it, but that actually makes me feel good. And then Gojo's like, oh my god, what if I pissed her off and everything? And then that's when you get a real good bait and switch scene right here. I'm telling you, man, when Kitagawa grabbed Gojo's arm, I thought either she was going to do one of two things, especially with the next angle it was looking like. But when she grabbed his arm, I'm like, oh, she going to like have herself like her arms are wrapped around his one arm, essentially being more open about her feelings to him and everything. And then it shows like, oh no, this guy, he's my guy. But then you get the next panel, she goes up and it's looking like, wait a second. And then you get the next panel where her lips are getting closer to him. And I'm like, is she gonna kiss him, bruh? I literally thought she was going to kiss him. I'm like, already this soon, 2 weeks before the season's about to end, we're gonna get a kiss? Yes, I'll take it. And then we don't get that. But she kind of messes and teases with Gojo, which I thought was very cute and adorable. She's like, I'll do the cosplay. So do you want me to send you those pictures? And I'm like, oh my god. Now I guarantee you, damn near everybody watched the episode like, you can send me the pictures. And stuff like that. And obviously he gets all flustered. He's like, what the hell are you talking about? And everything. So she's like, oh, I'm just kidding with you. But somewhere. They pan on her face, and obviously it looks like she really does want to send him those pictures, and stuff like that. So I thought that was cute and adorable. This was a great episode. I enjoyed it. Funny stuff. That ending, little tease to look like she was gonna kiss him, bruh. I was like, I hate when they do that, but it was so funny at the same time. It was so sweet and adorable and cute of the aspect that I'll still send you the pictures if you want to see him. She's definitely messing with him, but in a funny romantic type way. So yes, I enjoyed this episode. I liked it. So yeah, next week's episode title, from the way it said, like, how did I end up in a love hotel? I don't know what that's supposed to specify, but all I can say is this: I'm looking very forward to what is gonna happen next week, because I don't know what that's gonna mean, but if that's gonna mean you have Gojo and freaking Kitagawa in a love hotel, oh my goodness. Now, I don't think it's gonna go that far, but we've seen the romantic comedy in this, and oh my god, we might get a romantic next week might be the funniest episode of the season, bro. Anyways, like I said, the more I count down, the remaining 2 weeks, I'm gonna be begging we get a season 2. I need a season 2 announcement, like now, like Jesus. And we're gonna give a season 2 to How Science Fell in Love, which I love that show, by the way. I love that show. I'm so glad that it's getting a season 2, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. I actually might review it on the channel. I'll have to rewatch all the season 1 again, probably soon, to remind myself of what happens in that. But yeah, I definitely did enjoy this episode, and I definitely can't wait for the last 2 weeks, as sad as it may seem. But I sincerely do hope we get a season 2. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of My Dress Up Darling, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more My Dress Up Darling content, or any other Winter of Anime 2022 animes that I'm reviewing on the channel, as the last 2 weeks are coming by for these episodes coming out, and stuff like that, as well as any other anime upload to the channel. Also too, there will be no One Piece episode review, and also, if you do watch my Dragon Quest videos, there is no Dragon Quest review up until further notice, because, well, Toei got hacked, sadly. So we're gonna have to wait a bit for those to come out. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, or night watching this video. Until then, guys, stay safe. Peace.